Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Amanda. So today I'm so excited to bring you buffalo chicken dip. This stuff is addictive, it's amazing. You can serve it on chips, you can serve it with celery, all kinds of different things, crackers, whatever you like, but it is completely addictive and so very good. So watch me make that and then stay tuned afterwards for a 40 question challenge that I'm answering. So if you've been wanting to know a little bit more about me, you can watch that at the end and learn a little bit more. So, and don't forget, if you like videos like these, I always do like food content, all that stuff like that, recipes. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any yummy recipes, and give me a like if you enjoyed this video. So let's get to it. So let's get to the buffalo chicken dip. So in my bowl I have 2 packages of cream cheese that I've softened in the microwave. And then I'm adding to it 3/4 a cup of buffalo sauce. Now you might could use hot sauce too. The original recipe I used called for hot sauce, but I used buffalo sauce. And then you're just going to mix this well. You're going to add a cup of ranch dressing to it. And then also a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. I'm sure you can mix up the cheeses too. Cheddar's just what I always use. Now, I previously had cooked some chicken and I thought this would be a great way to use some leftover chicken I had. So you're going to use 2 cups of diced cooked chicken in this recipe. If you just be mindful of what spices you use, like if you use that for something else. So I always try to, like when I know I'm going to make buffalo chicken, I'm kind of make sure I watch my spices that I use, make sure it doesn't conflict with this recipe. And I'm just going to add that in there. Now, I have to say, every time I make this, I think next time I need to add a little more chicken because I actually would kind of like a little more chicken in it. So definitely feel free to add more if you'd like to. So you're just going to mix this all together well. This really is so easy and so simple. And then you're going to place it in a 9x13 baking dish. Now I have even baked it in a smaller dish. It really doesn't make that much difference. Everything's already like, I mean, there's nothing like raw in this. It's just, you're just making sure everything gets nice and hot and bubbly. So definitely feel free to use a different size dish if you like to. Now this is going to bake in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes or just until it's hot and bubbly. You know, you can keep an eye on it if you want to and see. I did leave mine in for 30 minutes. So, and it was delicious. We absolutely love this recipe. Oh my goodness, it's so addictive. I like to eat it with celery, with tortilla chips. It's just so delicious. Now listen to this sizzle. I just think that sound is so neat. So I've got coming up next the 40 answers to the 40 questions. So if you want to hear those and learn a little bit more about me, stay tuned. So hey everyone, hopefully you have just enjoyed the buffalo chicken dip recipe, and if you've decided to stay, you can hear my 40 answers to these 40 questions that Ashley at home tagged me in. I'll leave her channel down below. So let's see here. Let's get started with the first question. So the first question is, do you like blue cheese? I don't think I've ever had blue cheese, so not sure on that one. I do like cheese though, so maybe. Coke or Pepsi is number 2. Definitely Coke, although I'll drink Pepsi. It's not that big a deal. Number 3 is, are you in a relationship? Yes, I am married to my husband Mike. We have been married for 21 years. It'll actually be 22 in April. So, and we have 3 kids, and they are 15, 17, and 20. So they're growing up on me. And an interesting note, in case you just want to know, my husband and I actually met online. So that's kind of a funny story, but back then it was kind of the thing to do to, you know, it was like Yahoo Personals or something like that. And so we got to talking on there, met in person, and like hit it off right away. We actually got married fairly quickly, and as you can see, that worked for us, and we've lasted quite a long time. So very thankful for him and for our kids. Let's see here. Number 4, do you drink alcoholic beverages? I've tried alcoholic beverages, but I don't like them. So no, I don't drink them. Let's see. Number 5, hot dogs or cheeseburgers? I want a cheeseburger more often than I do a hot dog. I like hot dogs occasionally, but it's more of like I have to be kind of craving them. Cheeseburgers I'll take just about any day. Favorite food? Oh my goodness. I like lots of different foods, but probably I want to kind of go more for like my favorite meal, which would be Thanksgiving food. So like I'll eat that any time of the year. Like, you know, as far as we'll fix like a quick either chicken or, you know, turkey breast and have like, even if it's not like a cornbread homemade stuffing, it's, you know, like the Pepperidge Farm or something like that, and mashed potatoes and green beans and that type of stuff. So that whole Thanksgiving kind of meal is definitely my favorite kind of thing. What do you drink in the morning? So I start every day with 16 ounces of water. I try to mainly drink water through the day. Occasionally I have sweet tea. That's my weakness. I love sweet tea. Occasionally I'll have a Coke, but it's not even a daily thing. I actually have kind of started drinking some of the, we call them fizzy waters, but they are just the carbonated waters with no sugar, no artificial sweetener in them. I will add just a splash of like pink lemonade or lemonade, and that really seems to like help the flavor for me, because to me, I can't just drink them without a little something in them, and so that helps me, and those kind of satisfy my want to have a fizzy drink, so I've enjoyed those too. Let's see, can you do 100 push-ups? No, absolutely not. Wouldn't even want to try. Favorite season? That's definitely like fall for sure, but also like spring. So fall kind of contains, you know, Thanksgiving. So that's, you know, one of my favorite holidays. Spring though, I like it because it's not too hot yet, and you know, you have so many pretty days and stuff like that. So, although sometimes you can have a lot of rain, depends on the year for sure. So, let's see here. Favorite hobby? Really right now, I guess that would be YouTube. I don't really have like a whole lot of hobbies. I, you know, like to cook, and I love to collect cookbooks. That's not really necessarily a hobby probably, but I have like probably nearly 200. They're like, I just love reading them and looking at them, even though to be honest, most of the time I actually pull recipes from the internet or from YouTube or something like that. So it's kind of funny, but I do need to try to make an effort to start cooking from those more. So I'll need to do that. Let's see, any tattoos? No, I am a baby when it comes to needles. I don't think I could ever manage to do a tattoo. Let's see here. Do you wear glasses? Yep. Phobias or fears? Oh my goodness. I'm like a germaphobe, and I struggle with anxiety anyways, so all of that kind of feeds into several things, so I'll leave that at that. Nicknames. So growing up, my family always called me Mandy instead of Amanda. My husband has never called me Mandy, but you know, it's just something that, I don't know, when I was a kid, and all my family does that, but it's just I've always went by Amanda though instead as an adult. Favorite candy? It kind of depends on my mood. I don't have like one that I just always love, but I do really love peanut M&Ms. Those are definitely good. And I do like the Dove filled chocolates with the peanut butter in it. Those are really good too. And of course Reese's, yeah, that's another one. So like but I prefer, I'm weird, so I prefer the Reese's eggs or like trees or any of those type things, because I like the thin layer of chocolate. I don't want that thick layer of chocolate. So I'm kind of weird on that. Let's see. Do you believe in ghosts? I'm not sure. When I was growing up, I heard a lot of ghost stories from my mom and their family, and a lot of things that happened to them growing up and throughout their family that can't be explained, and some odd things, but I'm kind of on the fence. It's very interesting to hear those stories, and I always enjoyed them as a kid, but I'm kind of on the fence there. Let's see. Biggest downfall. Oh my goodness, I'm a people pleaser. That is my downfall so bad. I mean, like, it makes things so much harder, and I'm very empathetic, which I feel like is a good quality, but when you pair it with people pleasing, I don't know, it can just really add a level in there that kind of makes it hard to sometimes say no, or just sometimes, you know, I don't like conflict, things like that, so it makes it a little more difficult sometimes with certain situations. Definitely that would be downfall. Rain or snow? Oh, I don't like the rain. But, well, if I was getting to stay home and kind of, you know, a quiet day, getting to like, you know, watch TV or something, that rain's fine. I don't like driving in it. And kind of that way with snow. So snow I love to look at, it's so pretty, but I definitely don't want to be driving in it. So if I don't have to drive in it, I still would pick snow over rain. Piercings, I don't have any. When I was young, I pierced my ears. They ended up growing up, so I just never did do it again. What's my age? I'm 41, and actually my birthday's in February, so I'll be 42 in February. French fries or onion rings? Probably French fries. I like onion rings, but it's kind of, again, like the hot dogs. I kind of have to take a notion for them. I kind of have to have a craving for them. I kind of already answered this one earlier. The next one, I didn't pay attention to this one being down here, but do you have kids? So yes, I've got 3 kids, and I already talked about that earlier. Oh, funny thing about the kids though, is all their birthdays are in May, and they actually have the same due date, and so they are right together, like literally almost 3 days in a row. There's one day in between one of them, so that's pretty funny. Favorite color? So let's see, my favorite color is definitely blue. I absolutely love blue and all the different shades, so that's definitely my favorite color. Can you sing? Yes, but not well. In my head, I could be a great singer, but no, not in person. Can you whistle? Yep, I can whistle. Although I can't do that really loud whistle that people do, like if you really want to call like a dog or whatever, can't do that. Do you have siblings? Yes, I have 1 sister. Can you cook? Yes, that's what my channel is about, so I definitely can cook. I like to cook. I hate the dishes. Oh my gosh, the dishes are never ending. And that's the one part about cooking. I wish I could have like a little magic wand to get them all done all the time. Can you swim? No, I cannot. I never learned. My mom kind of had a thing when we were kids that she kind of was scared that we would drown if we learned to swim because we'd get in the water then. So she never like really encouraged us to learn. So I never learned. Are you religious? Yes, I'm a Christian. Definitely love Jesus, love God. And that's a very important part of my life. Shower or bath? Shower for sure. I just don't like baths that much. I know a lot of people like to relax in them, bowl baths and stuff like that, but that's not me. City or nature? That's kind of a dual-sided thing for me. So I like living in the city as far as like being close to everything. I enjoy nature in regards to like if you just want peace and quiet and to reflect and things like that. Nature is good for that. Are you a good friend? I would hope so. I try to be a good friend. I definitely, you know, always want to be a good friend to others. So that's important to me. Broken bones? I have broke my arms actually, or my wrists. So I broke when I was like little. I rolled off the couch and broke my left arm, and then I broke my right arm when I was older. So, I mean, still a kid, but broke that too. So yeah, I've had both those broke. That's it though, thankfully. How many TVs do you own? Let me think. 2, 3. I think it's 4, but we only really actively use, well, we actively use 2. Our boys have 1 that they use for like their games and stuff like that, and they use that one. Worst pain ever? I'm not sure whether that means physical or emotional pain. So physical pain, definitely childbirth. That would be the most painful thing. Emotional pain would be losing my dad a few Christmases ago. That was the first like person really close to me that I've lost, and so that was definitely difficult, and it was very unexpected. So, and it was around Christmas, so that was rough. Do you like to dance? Again, kind of like the singing. In my head, I could be an awesome dancer, but in real life, not so much. But I think that's it's very fun. I love, like my daughter and I used to watch some of the Dancing with the Stars and stuff like that together, so that was fun. Do you like camping or fishing? I've never done either, but to be honest, the germaphobe in me does not like the idea of either. And then like the camping part sounds nice in theory until I get to the part of, I don't know, bugs and snakes and all that stuff like that. So let's see here. Are you weird? I think that I don't think that I'm weird, but I think that some of the things I enjoy might not be, you know, like I like musicals, I like some of the geeky kind of culture stuff. I think it may not always be typical and things like that, but I think I'm pretty average, but pretty normal. And it says tag 6 people, so I'm gonna have to think on that. So I will leave whoever I tag down in the description box, so make sure to check that out. And I'll also, like I said, link Ashley's page. She's the one that tagged me for this too. I just want to say that, you know, I'm glad you joined me today. If you have sat through here and listened to my 40 questions, I appreciate that as well. It might give you a little more insight to knowing who I am. I know that with YouTube, it's kind of, you know, if someone just starts putting videos out there and you don't really know much background information about them, it's kind of nice to find out a little bit more about them and what they think about things, or, you know, things they like. So I hope you've enjoyed the 40 questions as well. And thank you so much for joining me as always. And make sure to hit the subscribe and like button if you've enjoyed videos like these and want to see more, because I don't want you to miss out on any great yummy recipes coming up. Thanks so much. Bye.